Hey y'all, you're tuned in once again to another edition of BBW Adult Radio. We are your hosts, Maxxx and Mrz. How you doing?
I'm great, Max. How are you?
I'm doing well. Well, it's that time of the year again where the lovebirds should be singing and people should be happy and in love, but
As it should be,
right?
but no.
But nah, You may find somebody, but they may say a little bit farther than you think, but they seem like the right one. And we're gonna be talking about long distance relationships. Can they work, and how to make them work if you don't think they can? Have you ever been in one?
I have been in a couple, and they all ended badly.
Why do you think?
One of the reasons is the communication has to be strong. I feel like if you want to own this relationship, there's got to be a lot of communication, not sporadic. And one of them I had was very sporadic. Disappear, come back, disappear, come back. I forget about them, come back, whatever, but it never worked because nobody ever came to see anybody until like years later. And I thought it could be rekindled, but no, the sex was horrible, and it was back to being sporadic. And the other one, it was, I guess financially. He didn't want to spend money to come down here. He was all the way in California, and he wanted to come all the way down here to Georgia, and it just didn't work. He wanted me to pay for his trip to come down there. And I'm like, I'm providing you a place to stay, and I'm picking you up from the bus station, so what more do you want me?
Oh, so he was a man whore.
Yeah, he was a man whore, and he saw other people before he came to my Georgia.
Oh, wow.
Like he was doing a tour or some shit.
Aww.
And he finally said, like, and the other girls had paid his way to come see him because they wanted to see him that bad. They loved him that much. I'm like, what kind of love is that? That's not no kind of love I understand.
Exactly.
All you do is bringing dick to the table. I can get dick from Georgia. So I was coming to go all the way to California to get dick.
Exactly. Now, did you, with those two or those couple that you had, did it teach you anything?
At first it was good because, one thing I do like about long distance relationships is the fact that you really get to know each other over time. You get to know everything if they're done properly that you get to know. You know it all. And honesty. But if you're not really getting honesty from that person, how many people are you seeing at this time? What are you trying to do? Are you just trying to, have sex? I mean, what is it really that's happening? Are you just needy at this time? I mean, there are reasons for a long-distance relationship. And what are your reasons for the long-distance relationship?
That's true, and part of it, I guess you can say, if it's kind of like a 50-50 thing, if it starting out with it being 50-50, where if you provide a place to stay, then okay, I'll pay for my own flight. If you pay for the flight, I'll pay for everything else. Or maybe one person's paying for everything. Who knows?
And I think both people have to be in good shape to be in a long distance relationship. One has to have what the other doesn't have. If you're both broke people, how the fuck is it going to work in a long distance relationship? How are you going to see each other? I mean, what's going to happen there? What you have to look forward to in being with that person?
That's true, because if one's making a lot more than the other one, it's kind of like, well, what we're gonna be doing? I'm showing my appreciation by coming to you when you're gonna come to me.
Exactly. I think it should be both, so that way you'll know: do I want to live here, or does he get for him to live there? And if you have the most power, that means I'm coming to you, nothing.
Mhm.
And I don't know if I'm be able to trust you, take care of me, or to trap me in this other state, because that's a problem. I've heard those stories a lot from people. A guy comes down, he has no job, he has nothing. He comes to stay with her. It's okay at first. The next thing you know, she's in charge of where you go. She's in charge of what you do. And even if she doesn't want you to get a job, that's worse because you're going to be a house husband and a prisoner. I mean, you got to figure out what role you're going to be playing here.
What's some, like, to me, I think it's, yeah, one, you have to have communication. The other thing is patience. If you ain't got no patience, it's like, why bother? Because that's one of the things I think is, like, patience. If you ain't got patience for your clothes to finish washing, then you might not even get into one, because patience is the key. Because if you ain't got no patience, when times get hard, you're going to be like, well, fuck it.
Exactly. You got to pay attention to the good and the bad times when y'all spend time together. And I don't want to be, like, if I'm coming to see someone, I don't want to just see 1 or 2 days. I want to spend maybe a week at a time with this person. That's my ideal time.
Right.
Because if you do that, then you'll get to know good times and bad times, what this person is like being together. And don't be fake. I mean, tell me what you like and what you don't like. And if I can put up with it for a little while, then I think you could possibly be more. But if you spend only 2 days a week with this dude, what the fuck? How you don't know what he does and what he doesn't like? What he really does and what he really doesn't do when you're together. Because people going to show you what they get to show you when you're a burst.
What's the, I think is the differences between if having somebody who's closer versus somebody, I should say the similarities that you can take from being in a long distance relationship that you can take from being in somebody who's close by. What similarities?
I feel like if you talk to someone a lot and you really get deep down in conversation, you're gonna know whether or not they're assholes or they're narcissists or they're douchebags. But long distance, you miss out on that. So that's why it's more important, I think, to have more conversation. Because if I see you all the time, you live in the same city with me, and we see each other, I'm going to want to spend time with you so I can know how much you'll get on my fucking nerves. I like to, that's one of the most important things that I don't know by spending time with you and really talking to you and knowing if you're an asshole or an idiot. Because some people seem smart and it's short conversation. But when you really get down to it and they're having a decent conversation or worthwhile conversation with them, you don't know if they're stupid or something.
Yeah, but what do you think it depends on? Let's just say where you find somebody. Let's just say you find somebody on a sex site. Do you really think that will work or not?
I've seen people who've been on the chat line or who've been here or there, and they're together for years. I think it depends on if you find someone who's compatible with you. If they got some shit going on in their life that don't really bug you, then it'll work. You won't be around them more.
Right.
And you got to make that person want to come around and be around you more. The sex is really good. They'll see you every once in a while, but once they really start, talking to you, hanging around you every day, you don't want to be around you. I can't really say Bling.com is not going to find you the person you want to be with. I'm not going to say it's not, because it works for some, and some it don't. Two slimy motherfuckers who get together and stay together forever.
So see, that's the difference. Is staying together or being together is one thing, but then marriage is another. Why? My thing is, if you find each other on a sex site and you've been together for 10 plus years, what's the problem not getting married?
Because people feel like a shackle. If I'm just together with you for 10 years and I know I can walk away anytime without causing no problem, I may go for that. But when you're married, you gotta go through the board, you gotta go through my name on this, my name in this, and blah, blah, blah. You can't walk away. It's hard to walk away when you're married. It's a piece of paper, but it's a shackle piece of paper.
So you think
go through some shit.
Is that one of the reasons why if it's long distance, people like it, because you're not really committed? It's kind of like you're your feelings are not really that much seeing each other, and you don't have to. If you break up, you don't have to see each other at the same restaurant.
Yeah, it depends on how your mind works. Some people can be devastated without a long distance relationship. It breaks up, it dissolves. Some people gonna still be invested in it. It depends on how invested you are in this shit to make it work. Me, I could easily walk away from it. Cause I don't know what you doing, where you are. You can't come to my house. I ain't gotta worry about seeing, like you said, in the store, running to you in the streets. Even though if it ended badly, I can run to you in the streets and not just walk past you and not give a fuck.
Right.
But if you got feelings caught up, it's gonna devastate you either way. And you're gonna start cyber stalking and start saying doing shit. People just stalk you from miles away.
Do you think that if it comes, especially when it comes to like online, even if it's just not just sex sites but a dating site, that you may find somebody, but they may be compatible, but it's kind of like, let me just try this out because I've been in 10 failed relationships, so I might as well just try this one out.
Some people can do that. Some people can go on eHarmony and all this stuff and talk for years at a time. Because this is all they had back in the day. Back in the day, all they had was either telegram or letter writing and shit. And they courted for years. Now it's so easy, we don't want to take our time. And we want to touch. We want to see you. We want to be able to touch you and see you. And once or twice a week. So I think we don't value communication as much as we used to.
Right.
Some do. Some people can do it. They can be in love for years. Like people who are overseas and people who live here. They can court for a long time and save up their money to come over and be with each other. But they read letters or called or text messages for years. And they know pretty much anything that they need to know about this person. I can't be that patient.
So let's just say the communication's good and they look good and both of y'all financially stable. How much do you think that sex plays a part of that?
I guess they're doing good phone sex. I mean, it's a lot of you get to see each other. And if you got a real good up close picture of big pic, you got to see that shit too. That's what I worry about too. You can have really good chemistry, conversations, but the sex is horrible. Because you don't really talk about that 100%.
Well, would you stay with somebody like that?
We would have to have talked about this beforehand. I mean, it's got to be like, if I'm going to talk about sex, I'm going to talk about everything. What do you listen to? What do you want to do? Let's talk about it. Let's think about it. I want to know all the shit. Mm-hmm. Some people keep their sexual preferences and kinks. They keep that shit under wraps until they see it. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're dating over time, you can bring whatever you want to bring with you, but like that freaky shit in your closet at home, but you just don't want to talk about that shit. I want to know about that shit now. If you can't get it up, without me to ask, we need to talk about this beforehand, so I can let you know I'm not sticking my thing up your ass. I mean, when we talk about, I want to know about all that shit beforehand and let you know, because I don't want to get females invested in shit. Because I know I'm going to do that. Mm-hmm. Maybe one time I can see it halfway in, but this is not going to be our whole entire thing. Shit is not getting hard. I mean, that's not something I can do for 10, 20 plus years. And I got to bring a dildo. Your dildo bigger than the purpose I have. No. This is something I just think. It's something she just can't do. You get mad if I read the sink, dishes in the sink and shit, and that shit. You know, I don't leave dishes and think a lot, motherfucker. So you end up killing my ass because I don't know that you OCD.
Right.
You're bipolar or something. This is things that we need to talk about. If you beat your last 3 girlfriends, I need to know this before you beat it. Mm-hmm. You can't see, I should know all about that shit. You should always all do that. How long have you you been on your job? How long have you been? Do I need to come here? You been on your job long? You ain't more than me. I gotta know that I'm still able to work when I get there. Don't do it. You don't gotta work. You don't have to work. You don't have to do nothing. But then you're an asshole about it. Bitch, you ain't got no damn job. What the fuck you want to go? You told me not to get a job. So you bought me so you can get mad, eat my ass, and eat my stuff in this motherfucker.
Now,
it amazes me how many women don't know these things when they pick up their shit and leave and go live with these dudes, and vice versa.
Well, it's kind of like they need something, or they need something to complete them. And when you're needy like that, then anything sounds good. You can say, well, you know, I got a ship, a mansion, and a yacht. Then, but they ain't asking important questions.
You can't go high.
Right.
Unless he with you, you can't go sit out at the food. Unless he with you, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm like, what?
Now, do you think when it comes to, you know, the long distance thing that, let's just say you're find somebody on eharmony.com, that a profile, whatever you put on there, can show you, you know, who this person is potentially is or is not?
Still proceed with caution. Because a motherfucker can make themselves sound really good in a written word.
Right.
Just to attract you. And they may have multiple profiles and all that stuff. You need to find that out. Do your homework. Do as much as you possibly can. And then when you're in person, when you finally do start meeting them, as much as you possibly can, learn this shit. Figure out what his triggers are. Just check out shit. How they all wait at her restaurant. So if this is rude to the wait staff for no damn reason, you got yourself a duty.
Right.
Look for signs are crazy.
When it comes to long distance, how long should you wait before you actually meet that person?
I would say wait a few months. I mean, just really, really talk to that person. I know they may be, you may video chat, but really, really talk to that person when you video chat. It's not just for sex. Video chatting with a dude is just not it.
Right.
Look around this house. Really, really get to know them. Watch things that you feel like a testy question. Watch their reaction.
Right.
If some dudes just go right to sex where they talk for a little while, they want to talk about that. All of a sudden, they try to touch this. Let me see this. Let me touch this. I want to have serious conversation first. Before we get to any of that shit, any of that web chat shit, webcam, when you see a pussy or mess with a wood, we don't have to talk about some other shit first. I don't want to see how big your dick is, especially not right now.
See, to me, it's a long distance one is no different between a local one, because you still have time to get to know that person for one, to see if y'all have anything in common, anything relatable, and it also. But
then you don't have distraction of sex if it's long distance. You don't have that distraction of sex.
Well, even if it's local, you still don't have to do nothing.
Yeah, don't have to, but if there's time, you know it's gonna be hard.
And then that means you're jumping at the gun if you're like itching to jump on it or to jump in it per se.
You don't have that distraction.
Well,
it's long distance. You don't got to worry about touching you that way or whatever. But then to build that anticipation of sex. If the sex ain't good after being flirting and phone fucking for months, then it's just over. If I got more turned on and came hard before I met, then it's gonna be like, wait a minute.
You think that if it was good for, let's just say you're a long distance one, would be good if you're jumping at the gun to always, quick to jump into something?
I think it'd be a distraction. It'd be a big distraction. You gotta have some kind of important to learn about this person. But I think that's what a lot of people stuff up at.
Mm-hmm.
They go to the physical side before they know what the other shit is. And then that's when y'all moving in together, you with a stranger. Because you really didn't spend any time with each other outside of fucking all the time.
Well, people think sex is the key for everything. You get sad, have sex. I'm
Not when
happy.
he beating your
Time for
ass.
sex.
Some
Mhm.
guys don't want to take it. They aren't able to touch you without it turning to sex.
Mhm.
They're not able to lay down and watch TV with you without it turning into sex. Or after they argue, they won't sex. And I don't
Mhm.
like that. We should be able to sit down and talk about it without having sex. I love someone that I can have a conversation without having sex.
But do you think that if the man is putting up the money to come see you and buying a hotel and stuff, is that the would you consider that effort versus if
Uh-huh.
you're with a local person where it's like, only thing he gotta do is drive 20 minutes to come see you, take you out somewhere?
Yeah, I do. Because that shows that he really wants to continue coming to see you.
Mhm.
And I think that's what you got to monopolize the time that you have. But someone locally, a lot of times they know they can come over there anytime.
Right.
And I still try to say, we got to make some effort to do some shit while we're here. Actually watch television, talk, conversation, and how long are you gonna stay? You don't want somebody to stay longer if they're local. You expect them to stay longer if they're local. Not just 2 or 3 hours and go buy half, see you later.
Right.
So if you're coming out of town, you don't want to stay more than 2 or 3 hours, I would hope. But it's just stupid as fuck.
Yeah. What about when it comes to, like, to say, someone you were dating in the past? Would you think that if it be long distance one, you wouldn't even bother if they were local?
Ask you that again in a different way.
What's that?
Ask you that again in a different way.
Oh, I said, well, let's just say you had your some of the guys you used to date that were local. Would you have still dated them if it was a long distance relationship?
No.
Is
No,
that
I really wouldn't have.
is that because it was their dumbness or stupid stuff would have came out in a conversation or while you was talking long term?
Yeah, I think so. We weren't really compatible. But I thought we were, and I figured that out in a short amount of time. And speaking to them and knowing who they were, I'd be able to pick up on something if I had spoken to them longer. If I had a really, so long, I would have picked up on it, and it wouldn't happen.
Right.
Because I love communication. That's how you find out about people, because I'm a people watcher. So if you really look and listen to what some people say, you're not compatible. You know that it's going to be a problem. But being that they're there and you're horny, you stuck with them and everything, you just stuck with them. It turned into a relationship. I didn't really want anything else, or was I looking for anything else?
Right.
And once the sex was, the turn lousy because, they're too high, they can't do this, or they can't come, they can get the whole thing because you're just not worth it. But sex is the only thing that we got in common and the only thing that I want to do with you, and that is off in any way, then goodbye.
Right. What about people that, let's just say they're, one person is carrying the burden of always traveling to come see that person? Would that hinder a relationship, a long distance relationship?
Yes, it's so one sided. If I have to do everything and then you're not bringing anything to the table, you don't care. You don't really care enough. You're not going to get yourself together. You're not going to get your life together because you just don't want to. That means you don't care about me enough.
Right.
The long distance burden is way worse than a burden that's right there.
Right. How would you suggest, let's just say, if you meet somebody, been talking for, let's say, 2 months, you cool, they seem cool, would you go to their house first, or would you try and get in a hotel?
I think I would get a hotel first.
Mm-hmm.
So I can, like, if it's the first time, get a hotel a couple times. We'll go half on hotel or whatever, just so we can see. Because I don't want things to go badly, and then you live.
Right.
So I already know I'm not going to your house. You don't exist to me anymore. But you know how some people are.
Right. Do you think, especially nowadays with was it like screenshots and stuff like that, that it's not private no more, because as I don't care if it's good, bad, or different, people like to, show too much on social media. Hey, look what I got. Look what I'm doing with so and so.
You set yourself up for a fall with that. All that online beefing and online this and that. You're just telling people what to do to you, or what to do to get your man, or what to do to get your woman.
Right.
I think privacy should be private, and it's not private anymore. Because people are getting hurt by this, and people are getting angry by this, and hurting other people behind this. And I don't know when people going to learn a lesson on that.
So, do you think that comes with, I guess you can say, the patience theme again? Because now it's kind of like, yeah, you've been dating for 3-4 months, but you have to be patient and not tell every little bit that's happening in your relationship, A, and B, that when it comes to you and yours, whether or not that person wants to share that intimacy of your relationship with other people.
And so you see, most of the time people end up looking stupid. You're bashing the same person that you're back booed up with in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell about how this person hurt me and broke my heart, destroyed me, and this and that, and cheated. And then next 2 weeks you're booed up. We are so in love, and we love each other and don't care what. And I just think this is my own. Like, bitch, we didn't ask you about any of this in the first place. You volunteered to tell us, and now you look stupid.
Yeah, now you crazy. You may have somebody else. Okay, she's single now. Let me hit her up and see what's up with her. Now that's single, but now it's kind of like, wait a minute, she done got back together, and then again,
yeah, people want to go see the car and all kinds of shit. But y'all back together again.
Do you think that like Duo or FaceTime will help a relationship?
Yeah, I do. I think doing it a lot, you can have something to eat, you eat together, you talk together, go out on dates together. There's a lot, quarantine, dating sites are encouraging online dating and stuff like that. I think that's fun. You have to be creative. You're going to make it last, let it be creative.
Right. And that's one thing. And then, do it the old-fashioned way. Write letters. Nobody writes letters no more, like you say. That's something that is personal, because it's something written in your handwriting that you took time to, you have to carefully think about what you're going to, or if you mess up, you can be like, now I got to read this again. Not like, if you make a mistake, you just kind of delete it and put in what you meant to say.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, like, Christmas do it all the time. They pretend to love you. Christmas can make you that whole entire world for 10 years. And once they get out, the thing changes.
Yeah.
But see, you got that. You got all those letters from this dude, all the attention in the world from this dude. You know as much as he know him, so he lives vicariously through you.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we do that? Why can't we do it on the outside?
Right. And that's one thing, is like, we should go back to the old-fashioned way of dating. Love letters. You ain't got to see each other every single weekend, because if you see each other every single weekend, how you going to, I guess, miss each other, per se?
Yeah, write poems or write letters, show your passion. If you write music, really get into it. That's how the Christians get these women to love them so much. And get them to do all this shit, because they bear their soul, or the soul that they pretend to bear. And they just sink in and sink in and sink in. I mean, they have a strong relationship in the motherfuckers on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Because
they can make it where they don't got shit else to do, so they can listen for them. But you locked up for 10 years. are locked up on the inside, and the outside world is a mystery. Let the outside world be a mystery.
So quick, send me a titty picture.
Yeah,
when you locked
that
up.
titty picture will take them for months. They know your titty like the back of their hand. They know what are you. If you get them once, they know. But if you look, baby, your titty look a little sad, like I did last month. Look a little different. They don't know all that. They don't know your pussy titty. So they know how that pussy titty looks like. Apology. They can tell you there's a little swelling of everything. Act like you're locked up, man. Ladies, act like you are locked up and shit. Just let shit go. Be creative. I know women in prison be creative as fuck with their titty pictures and pussy pictures. So they don't have nothing but time.
Exactly. So they can write a 4-page letter to you.
They can write a 20-page letter. They ain't got shit else to do, and women are creative. They'll bring you to an orgasm in 1 page. So they don't got shit to do. They ain't seen dick in a while. Other than the prison guard dick. That's like we're in prison, y'all. And do these long distance relationships like we should.
And if you local, shoot, just see each other once a month. Or once every other month.
How they feel.
That'll be a good way to start out, and then as things get good, and maybe for the next 3-4 months, you only see each other once a month, and then you say, all right, we're gonna see each other every 3 weeks.
Yeah, because the anticipation just builds up and builds up, and especially if you have some good dick the first time we met, it's going to build up. I'm your biggest cheerleader. I will meet you outside the first day. I'll be outside like a pet dog.
Now, don't just go, jumping off the bridge because, it looked good. For the first time, like, oh, yeah, come on. You the one. I'm going to marry you.
Shit.
I'm going to have your baby. Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't be crazy because they ain't never coming back after that. You won't see them motherfuckers ever again. So that's one thing I do have fun when I meet guys who are talking good. That's when they talk about babies, marriage. It's 3 minutes. I ain't even see your dick. What are you saying? Something suspicious about this shit. I will leave.
Do you think that when it comes to long distance, that opposite really attractive? That's just a old-fashioned saying.
I think opposite can attract, but you can find common ground on something. Maybe something that you've never done before they're doing, and you really talk and have some conversation. So I do try to have some conversation with guys when I meet them online. But normal times they'll sway the sexual. We're not talking about anything else, but they'll sway the sexual. I ain't had no pussy in so long. I haven't had sex out this celibate. I don't want to talk about this the first day. I don't give a fuck about your celibacy. How long you get celibate?
But see, I think time with anything, either it's going to get better or it's going to get worse. You'll find out because one or the other one is going to not be as there as they was in the beginning, or they're going to say, you know what, this is boring to me. I'm not getting nowhere with this.
Yeah, time will really tell when they lose interest or you're not doing things that they want you to do or saying things that they want you to say, or, the girls start bringing up money problems and money for me. You'll know. You will most definitely know. And then if you don't want a woman asking you for money after y'all been doing this and doing that on the phone sexually, that's going to be a deal breaker. If you're not going to try to help or try to do something, and y'all been dating for months, and the moment she asks for something, this how you want from me? Bitch, you want masturbation videos 72 times. I don't rub my damn players off to you on video 72 times, and you worried about me asking about like it. Now I'm being some kind of way. You want some kind of way.
It all depends on how much is she asking for. That's the thing.
Exactly. I think I deserve something. I think you rub your dick 20 different ways. No.
Don't be asking for no $600-$700. Kind of like, wait, hold up now. Put the brakes on it. No,
You said that the most.
I know you, but I don't know you that well.
You know what the inside of my body was. You don't see it. You know, ask me for my colonoscopy video. When she asked for a colonoscopy video, you have money right now.
They probably do have those. Who knows?
I bet you they do. And I got a colonoscopy visit.
Well, I gotta go next Thursday. Hold on. I'll send you one of those. Here, Doc, hold this camera for me.
He really wants to know what's happening.
Yeah. well, what's kind of the I guess the upside of having a long distance relationship besides finding out the communication and what they're into?
I think the upside for me would be I still get to keep my privacy. I still get to sleep alone and be in my house alone, and I get a little treat every once in a while. A good sex, and we still talk. We get to know each other. I think for me, it'll be developing intimacy, which is like really important to me. There's a person that I know about. We talk every day like we're in a relationship. There's got to be a certain amount of communication for us to develop an attachment to each other.
And for those who don't know what intimacy is, it's not fucking.
Yeah, just thinking about fucking all the time. Just want to be with that person like you are fucking.
Right. You want to just be just on the couch, just snuggled up and just watch TV or...
And you wonder what they're doing today, how they're doing, are they thinking about you, and if they're something wrong with that person, you want to know how they're doing. You develop some intimacy with that person. You care about what they're doing, how they're doing, in a way that is not just your buddy.
Right. It's
you see them, you want to touch them, you think about them, you just want to hold their hand. And it's not about sex, you just want to hold their hand and be there with them. That's getting intimacy with someone.
Exactly. Because a lot of people, you be surprised how many people think intimacy is all about sex. They're two different things.
It's a moment. And if you have intimate bond with someone, it's going to really hurt you if you break up. That's what's really going to hurt you. It's going to make you sad, and you're going to feel like a piece of you is missing. And when you think about them, it's a different feeling. It's like a warm, fuzzy butterfly feeling. So when you think about them.
So, if you had to do it again, would you? And how far would it be? Would it be, let's say, from where you are to North Carolina, or from where you are to Boston?
I want to do a long distance relationship anywhere. And I would do it again, but it would have to be different knowing what I know now, because I was younger with the other ones. So I feel like I would do a better job with it if I was to be with someone. And I would really want that person to be the same mind as me. It's got to be a special kind of person for that to be possible for me.
Right. Because I guess nowadays it's like we forget about them things because you can see, I guess you could say intimacy and sex is so rampant on social media that it's like we forget about the things that we should be thinking about versus the things we should be putting probably the last 10 on our list.
Yeah, then you gotta have somebody who wants you more than they need you. Because a long distance relationship can be as smothering as one where they're there. Because you still have to worry about this person. Why does this person want to be with you? Are they lonely? Are they lonely as hell? Are they needy as hell? Then they're going to want to talk to you all day. If I miss talking to you, it's going to be the same thing as if you didn't come over. It's going to be, you don't want me, you don't want to feel me, you don't got this. You got a guy with guilt trips. Guilt trip me from Temple to can't talk to.
Right.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. If I have to talk to you, it's not gonna happen. If I have to do something or it's gonna destroy you, that's too much pressure.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to check in or else I'm cheating, that's a lot of pressure. So make sure, even if it's a long distance relationship, it's just I want to be with you, not I need to be with you or else I want to lose my whole entire mind.
Right.
So many guys out there like that because they have trust issues.
Mm-hmm.
And why someone with trust issues, extreme trust issues, run a long distance relationship is beyond me.
Well,
it's gonna be like police dash cam.
I guess because, for one, they can't see what the other person is actually doing. It's not like you go out and you're gonna see this person talking about, well, no, I'm just here at home relaxing. Oh, okay. And then you're like, well, I'm gonna go out here and get me something to eat, and then you find them out with, partying, with their girlfriend or something like that, and then it's like, wait a minute, you supposed to be at home.
Yeah, next thing you know, you gotta sleep with your laptop on, or you gotta sleep with your phone on Duo all that long so they can watch you sleep. If you say, I'm just gonna take a bubble bath and go to bed, they wanna watch you take a bubble bath and go to bed to make sure that you're taking a bubble bath and go to bed. I mean, if I gotta do that shit, goodbye.
Right. What would be your top 6 things that you will do for a long distance relationship?
I would come see you in interval. I would talk to you every day after work. Talk to you every night before going to bed. And I would send gifts, celebrate our birthdays together, doing things.
Uh-huh.
And I would do vacation time.
Mm-hmm.
I would do every vacation time. I do every holiday. We got to do every holiday together if possible. I mean, just those kind of things. We have to talk. We have to really have conversations about everything. Nothing should be off limits as time goes by. Anything that would affect you negatively, what is a no-go for you? What is a go for you? What are you willing to give up? What are you not willing to give up? Are you to the future? You got to have the same kind of conversations that you would have in a one-on-one together relationship.
That's true. That's true. On your let's say your list, where would communication be on your list?
Communication is number one. Because if you have problems sexually, and if they're fixable, we'll talk about it. We'll do it. We'll fix it. I can work with that.
Mm-hmm.
If everything else is good in place, I can work with that. If you're unskilled sexually, we can check some stuff out together. And if it's a sexual issue you need pills for, we can work that out. We can work that out. Anything is workable. Just about.
What's your just about?
If you're talking about us doing poly and the lifestyle shit, that's a no-go for me. And S&M on my part, if you beat the shit out of me and time me up, that's going to be a no-go too. And sexually, anally, it's going to be a no-go
too. Where would intimacy be on your list?
Intimacy will be number 2. You have to have medium to high sex drive. I mean, because I don't reach that level.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to know the difference between intimacy and sensuality and just fucking, because those are 2 different levels.
Right.
You're a love a sensual person. So if you don't know how to kiss, hug, touch, and really do, really sexually make me feel turned on and hot, then it's not going to work. And if we can't talk about this, and honestly talk about this without you getting offended, then that's a problem. So that's a deal breaker too.
Right. What about finances?
Finances is up there with number 2 because how are we going to grow? If we're not rich right now, then I want you to be able to work together with me on how to make some money. Mm-hmm. And we have to talk and discuss how to make some money because it's not going to be drugs. That's not doable because if you're in prison, I'm be by myself, and that's a no-go. So we both got to be willing to work together to make some money.
Well, damn, at least they know how to communicate with you through letters.
If you're not ambitious and money minded, then we can't do it. You know, it's not gonna happen for us.
Right. What about sex?
What about sex?
Yeah.
That's why it's compatible.
What on your list, where would that stand at?
Sex is between 2 and 3. Yeah, it's important. It really is. People can't say it's not important because sexuality is important. It's ruining people.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want you to do something just because I want you to do it and you're not enjoying it. A lot of women mess up on that. Men and women, they mess up on that too. And a lot of times it's the women who get screwed on that.
Right.
Doing something just to keep your man. No.
Hmm. And what about what would time be on your list?
That's all over too. That goes in there with number 1. Okay. I take a lot of time. I'm not high maintenance, but I do take a lot of personal time.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I get insecure, but my face is touching. Mm-hmm. And I love to touch. If I don't have anybody touching, I just got touched me. And I don't like I get tired of touching me, just touching me.
So when it comes to, you know, your mate or someone that you love, would you try to find somebody off of social media, or would you go somewhere to like a, you know, christianmingle.com or somewhere like that, or, you know, we date black only, or something like that?
Well, I have an add-on for this fish, and I have an add-on like not Muffle Face. Tag. I'm all over. I'm on a little place in social media because I do have my real life versus my work life. And if I meet someone on POF that I like, I do conversate. I read their profile first, which is very important. You got to read people's profile because they say a lot of times the profile says something totally different than what they tell you. Mm-hmm. And you read their profile. Okay, I like this. I think I can work with this. They're gonna tell you something 9 times out of 10 totally different. Or you'll read the top. It says looking for that one, and then you read down a little bit. Not thinking of real relationship. Just here to meet people and friends. What the fuck?
That's true.
Exactly. So you really you know a person by their profile, whether or not it's true or not. You'll realize when you talk to them that it's not true if you listen.
I think a lot of times you can. I'm sure there's a site out there that will tell you, or they will come up with something to say. You just gotta type in a little bit of something about yourself, and it's like, okay, boom, put this on your profile, and it just looks and sounds good. Because if you look through a lot of people's profiles, it's basically, you know, almost a carbon copy of something else, but it's just worded differently or put in a different way or a different sequence than, you know, number 5 over here, than number 25.
That's why you gotta read and you gotta listen. And I caught so many guys in line, so it's just ridiculous.
And that's another thing, you know. If they lie to you once, they don't lie to you again.
Over and over again. And you'll get the truth that you never thought you got. And a lot of times they'll stick with them. Even though they lied, a lot of women will stick with them because they like them. They feel like they look good enough. They're my style. They're like my eye candy. You look too good. They'll pass up. But then you find out another lie, and another lie, and another lie. But you really look that damn.
Yeah, because there's something, y'all guys know there's something out there called filters nowadays, so you don't want to get there and be like, well, damn, I thought I was meeting somebody else, but you done catfished me.
Exactly. You talk to this motherfucker for months, and you see another picture of him somewhere else. Like this one guy, his profile picture was fine as hell, and we talked, and I like what he was saying, so I gave him my phone number, and he sent me a picture. I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? When did you take this picture? What you was your profile picture taken? 6 months ago? I said, that's 6 months ago. Oh, I said 6 months. I'm like, what the fuck happened to you then? Like, wow, that is our conversation right there. Because you in this picture you just sent me, you got a full effect 6 months ago. What happened?
No filters.
I mean, really?
I'll even add, this picture been filtered.
A lot of times you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Or like I can see a picture of a female with no makeup on. You watch that girl when she get to your house, you go in the bathroom and watch her take her 6 hours to put on her makeup. Because you doing a miracle. You got to do a miracle every day.
They got to go put on their face before he wakes up.
Hell yeah. Well, do what you can't really do too much. We're going to see you the next damn day. Unless you put on makeup, and if you do, you got to be better than me.
Nobody wakes up like this, so sorry.
Nope.
Well.
So take a shower with her. You will sit in when she's around. You will know you really look like this. Let's take a shower together, baby. Put on some candy. Let's take a shower. A shower together, girl.
If she says no, then you already know something.
You got a problem.
Uh-huh.
If you don't got a problem, you gonna when the bathtub turn black for now that brown, you gonna see what you working with right there. The eyelashes come off, you gonna see what you working now. You see, she has no eyebrows at all whatsoever. You gonna know what's going on. So you want to see it really? Tell them to put a soda ball up against it. Tell them to put a damn light bulb ball up against it so you can know. The first thing is they take a picture real close, make you feel like they working with some ink. But when you video chat, you realize your hand, you can't find that. But they good that did the stroke. You know, your hand, everything disappears. Hey, wait a minute. That stroke the world.
Well, that is so true. So, to break it down for you, you need time, commitment, honesty, worthiness. Got to love yourself.
Intelligence, add that to the list too.
Mm-hmm. Need finances, because somebody got to travel back and forth. And you know, you can't be no nympho. If you're a nympho, don't even bother, because it's not even gonna work out. Because when you need it, they ain't gonna be there to give it to you. Then you're gonna be like, well,
hell yeah,
they ain't here, so they ain't gonna know nothing. And next thing you know, you a white woman, a black baby. So it's your babies, I swear.
No.
Well, with that being said, we'd like to thank y'all for joining us for another edition for Adult BBW Radio. And tell them where they can find you at, if they want to chit chat you, or
if you want to hit me up on Instagram, it's Miss Queen Domina 4455. Miss Queen Domina on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. So just hit me up if you want to chat. Give me some ideas for the show, or some topics, or you want to be on the show.
Yes. We'll talk about anything. Fetishes, if you're a swinger, if you into a different type of fetish you want to talk about.
A different type of style. If you want to talk about relationship problems, we got you. You want to post a relationship problem, we got you.
Exactly. And also you can hit up on Adult BBW Radio on Facebook. And so with that said, I'm Maxx and she Miss Swing, and we are out. Thank you for joining us.
Hugs and kisses.